defensively in the second half. You know, you guys were struggling offensively. You went through, I think you were 1 for 15 during one stretch, but Villanova couldn't quite cut in deeply into the lead because you know, you guys were defending and getting to loose balls. After Wednesday's game against Creighton, how do you see the defense kind of bounce back?
I thought the defense bounced back, you know, incredibly well. I mean, obviously, we knew in the first half we weren't going to shoot 55% from the floor. I mean, Villanova's too good a team defensively. And so we knew in order to win the game, we were going to have to be able to sustain a lead and to match their runs. And the way you do that is through defense. And I thought our guys played an outstanding defensive game against one of the top offenses in the United States. So I was very proud of our guys. I thought we were competitive. I thought we executed the game plan and did a really nice job against obviously a terrific team and a great program.
Obviously, Marcus had 29 points, but what did you see from Theo today? I mean, for him to walk away with only one foul is pretty impressive for his aggressiveness. It shows that he's growing there.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, Theo had a spectacular game today. And, you know, our guys did a much better job of guarding the ball today. But any time there was a breakdown or they had a chance to score at the rim, Theo made it very difficult. And, you know, Theo was sensational. And you know, Theo's not 100%, but he's, you know, he was close to, you know, who, you know, we know and love. And we got to make sure he stays there. So he was a huge key in the game.
Kobe came up with that key loose ball, called a timeout late in the game. What has his physicality kind of brought to the defense?
Well, you know, Kobe is obviously very physical. I mean, he looks like a running back. But I think as much as his physicality is impressive, I think he's a heck of a competitor. You know, he's one of those, and competitors come up with those 50-50 balls, and that was a huge play for us. You know, obviously Kobe had a great game, and certainly no secret that he hasn't played as well as I believe that he's capable of. But certainly today he was terrific, and you know, he was terrific on the biggest stage, which was a positive thing. And then at the end of the game when they were fouling, and you know, for him and Marcus to knock down free throws and to maintain a 3 or 4 possession lead was very good.
You guys are credited with 7 blocks as a team today, and as Jay Wright pointed out, a lot more shots were altered due to your protection at the rim. How important is your defense at the rim?
Well, it's huge, and you know, obviously Theo, I think, is elite. When Theo is at his best, he's elite at the rim. Ed is very good at the rim as well, and Chase is too, and so we have 3 guys that should be terrific rim protectors. You know, we got to make sure that we're doing our job on the perimeter, so they're not always having to protect the rim. But certainly when their duty is to, they can step up and make those plays.
After how the Creighton game went, how important was it for the team to get this kind of a bounce-back win again? Well,
I mean, I don't know if it was more important because of the Creighton game. You know, one of the things about our conference is every game counts as one. And so we didn't play as well as we wanted to at Creighton, and Creighton had a lot to do with that. We tried to learn from it, and then you flush it. And, you know, and again, this was a really good win. I mean, Villanova's has been the standard bearer in the Big East, and Jay is as good a coach as there is in the United States, and we beat a hell of a team and a hell of a program. It's one game, and we got, you know, an undefeated Providence team coming in here in 48 hours. So, you know, you have to stay in the moment, and I thought our team did that in preparation and then execution of this game.
You just mentioned Providence. I remember when they were finishing up Fiserv, we asked you about how can this place become another advantage for Marquette. Tonight it was loud. The crowd was really into it. Did you feel like that was something where these guys are now, there's respect in playing at home? People don't want to come here. Jay even mentioned the atmosphere was great.
Yeah, I mean, our atmosphere was absolutely phenomenal. And then when you consider that there was, our students are still on break, it's even more impressive. But, our fans came out. I mean, look, when you have an atmosphere like that, it helps your team. And there's no two ways about it. When there's energy, excitement, electricity in the building, it helps your players. And we are appreciative that they showed up this afternoon to help us get the win, because they were a part of it. And hopefully they're not too tired to come back Tuesday night and help us try to get another one, because every team in our league is good.
Speaking of the atmosphere, like Marcus added to that by scoring like 17 points in the first 10 minutes. Did you think your team kind of fed off of that confidence that when he gets going like that?
Yeah, I mean, Marcus gives us some, he gives us a swagger. And, some of it in the second half, I mean, they made adjustments. They made it harder for him to catch. And he got in foul trouble. And so some of our offensive struggles a little bit had to do with the fact that Marcus was an assistant coach instead of being a player. But there's no question our team feeds off his swagger. That's it. Thanks. Quiet today, buddy. What? Quiet today.